Some of you need to recognize that Jesus said, love the Lord with all of your heart and with all of your soul. And don't forget this, with all of your mind and with all of your strength. And the problem in America today is that we're caught up in the kind of Forrest Gump mentality. There's this kind of valorization of ignorance in America. And that's why we've got so many of these crazy reality shows. And of late, preachers have even gotten caught up in the nonsense. You ought not have a mindless faith. You ought not come in this sanctuary and leave your brain on the doorsteps. No, you ought to bring your mind to God. God needs thinking people, because in order to change the world, we've got to engage the world with spirit, with heart, and with mind. The reason why America is in the mess that it's in right now is we got too many stupid people in charge. That's why we're at an impasse right now. We've got ignorant people appealing to the ignorance and bigotry of other ignorant people. We're having one big festival of ignorance, and the whole nation is stuck. And the only thing worse than ignorance is ignorance with enthusiasm. Sometimes it shows up at a political rally. Sometimes it shows up in the church. Bring me my books. We ought to sit down and spend time and teach our children the importance of books. Tell them, child, I know you're caught up in Facebook, but put your face in a book. Do you know what's going on with our children? Do you know the difference between poor children and children of affluence and wealth? The difference is about 30 million words. Did you know that between age 0 and 5, your brain, the brain of your little child, is being hardwired, and you can't get those 5 years back? Those formative years are the most important years. They may make it, but if you don't take advantage of those 5 years, those first 5 years, you will never maximize their potential. Don't spend all of your time, listen to me, don't spend all of your time teaching your children how to shake their hips and how to twerk and all kinds of nonsense. You ought to spend some time teaching your child how to read, and you ought to read to your child so that your child might maximize his potential and be all that God is calling her to be. 30 million words. The difference between a Harvard classroom or a Morehouse and Spelman and Clark classroom and a jail cell in the Fulton County Jail, 30 million words. Bring me my books.